Hi Brighton Pickleball, this is Ganesh here. I just wanted to kind of make this video on how to do the redo the grip or over grip the paddle. I have a Paddle Tech Wave Pro V3. It's a new paddle. So I just want to over grip this so that you can see how it is done. It's a good idea for all of us to redo the grips at least every year, if not more, because it is much better to do so to have a better play. I got this from Amazon. I will post a link. I also have a electrical tape, scotch, a vinyl tape 35 here. I will also put a link for this, and of course a scissor. That's all you need to do that. I'm taking a blue color because this has more of a blue, so that it matches, and that's the only grip which is left over. And this is a edge protecting tape. You can actually protect these edges. It is a little thin, but I think it will still work. Not a big deal. You could actually do it just starting here, because that's a surface which is actually more susceptible to damage, but I would prefer to do it all the way. That way it looks neat. White edge anyway makes the paddle look nicer. I might have to go 2 times because the tape may not be wide enough, so I'm going to kind of do it on each of the sides. So you go all the way here. I prefer doing the edges first before I do the grip. So I go on the edge here. See that? Come out good. You can press it as you go along. You will definitely need the second one because it will need that. It is not wide enough. If you find a wider tape, that is even better, but I'm going to manage with the one which I have right now. I might have to end up getting more tape very soon if I'm going to, but for right now this is good enough. It is better to do this when the paddle is brand new, so that it looks nicer. See how nice it looks already. I'm not even done the second. The reason I'm going all the way over here is because once I over grip it, I'm going to wrap a tape here too. So I'm going to start right here. And then you can see how nice the paddle looks already. Sometimes you'll have to readjust it. You want to cover the edges actually. Yeah. So it's pretty much done. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cut it over here and then press it all the way so that it is completely air sealed, especially these corners, so that the tape doesn't pop up. So now that this is done, see, now that this is done, I'm ready for the overgrip. I like this particular brand. I don't know what brand it is, but this particular product, because there is a kind of like a foam lining here which kind of gives it a good grip on your palm when you hold the paddle. I like this part. Most paddle companies don't have that, they just have this tape. So that's why overgrip is absolutely a good idea. I peel this off, sorry, on this side there is a kind of like a plastic wrap here which needs to be taken out before you use the tape. I had a hard time even when I gripped my previous paddle. Yeah, it is almost got it out right here. Yeah, so you take this out. It has some static here, but you take it out. And now you see this part, this is the part which goes at the bottom of the paddle. Okay. And you want to take this out also, this white sticker here. And then you start probably over here, let's say over here. You want to make sure that it goes all the way to the end of the paddle. You see that here? And then you start wrapping it. You see that? You start wrapping it here. And you evenly do it. You can actually stretch it a little bit so that it fits well. I'm actually stretching it as I'm doing so. So the way I do it is that I use this particular foam strip as a benchmark, so the edge has to touch the foam, so that way it is evenly done. That's also the reason I like this overgrip. See how evenly it has come? There's nothing much to it actually. When you do this, it doesn't necessarily gets wider. Of course, I have a thin paddle edge, but it is still okay. And when it is over here towards the end, I just kind of wrap it up here. If you don't need so much of it, you can actually cut it off. You don't have to overdo it, which I might in this case. I will just kind of cut it off here. And now I'm going to use the tape. So I'm going to tape it this way. I'm going to start over here. I want to make sure it is good. Yeah, start over here. And it is tough enough, so you can stretch it a little bit. And then you go to make sure that the whole width is covered. So this should be it. So now I will cut it right here. It's important that you push it down so that nothing pops out. It is pretty good right now. Once again, you can take some time to push it down. Now you can see the paddle. It is gripped well. It looks good, and it really makes a huge difference. The way these foam thing, it makes a day and night difference. And the paddle looks good too. Look at this. So the paddle is ready. See you on the court. Bye.